Folks,
Ghost is here.
Ghost is here.
Say hi, Ghost. And thank you.
Thanks for your insightful input, Ghost.
Anyway,
Hello.
yeah, this is like a ghost from Christmas past, I guess.
Kind of.
We're here.
Welcome to the Talkin Wrasslin podcast. Kind of,
Kinda.
I guess.
Short episode. We're not gonna go. We're gonna talk about wrestling, but not like a lot about wrestling. But I'm here to address things. The phone is falling.
The phone is falling.
Oh my god.
We're really back to our shit
back.
setup.
We're back.
It's fine, honestly, if it's facing down. It's
we
really not
we
that
kind
big
of
a
did ghost all of you guys.
No cat pun intended.
Yeah. Because we did the season 2 episode of NXT. We promised everyone season 3, and it never came out. That might never come out, to be honest with you. Who knows? We'll do it eventually. But let's just start off with the typical YouTube. I'm sorry.
For everyone
I'm sorry.
who has been wondering about the allegations, I'm sorry. I didn't intend to ghost, but not you. Meow.
But yeah, so there's been a lot going on in life, and that's what we're here to talk about today.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you keep up with the sister channel, Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, you kind of see us doing stuff over there.
You see Dylan more than me. But...
Yeah, or even this is a big topic we're gonna be talking about today. If you keep up with DCW Extreme, you see me over there, and you're probably wondering like, what the fuck? Like, why can't they do the Talkin fucking Wrasslin podcast or some shit?
Yeah.
So we're here to address all of that. So Lyssie, how have you been?
God, I don't even know when the last time we recorded was, so I don't even really know like when really to like start talking about how I've been. I mean, overall, I guess realistically, like I've been all right. I haven't really like there hasn't been really too much going on. Like that's exciting. You know what I mean? I've been working a lot, like a lot. Holiday season's coming up, so like, I've been at work most days for 10-hour days. Someone from New York is trying to call me. Don't know who you are. Goodbye. But yeah, been working a lot recently. And 10-hour days. So it's been a lot. I haven't really had much time to myself or to like outside of work. So, you know what I mean? Just very busy, I guess is the best way of putting it. But why are they calling me again? I don't know you. I don't know you. Anyway, Dylan, how have you been?
Well, I've recently started to get better.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. So the big reason why the podcast took a break is because my mental health has not been the best. It has actually been probably the worst that it probably has been in a very, very long time, since COVID probably, best way to put it. I was struggling to find a new job. I was in a job that I just was not fucking happy, and the pay fucking sucked, and the hours fucking sucked, and I hated my fucking life. And the area that it was in was just not the best fucking area to be in, and all that shit. Mixed in with fucking high school bullshit drama with DCW, and just kind of losing my love for wrestling for a little bit. Yeah, that's why we kind of just been silent. I mean, obviously, like, my love for wrestling isn't completely gone. If I was doing stuff in DCW, I wasn't happy, and I was doing stuff on Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, and that makes me happy. But yeah, it's just kind of been like a roller coaster of like mixed emotions of sadness, anger, and like what the fuckness, I guess is the best way to do it. And just trying to figure out shit. I'm 25 years old. I have to figure out life, and yeah, so that's why I was like, let's just take like a hiatus from the podcast, and like this isn't a full we're back. Just so you guys know. We still got to get other shit in order and whatnot. We'll be back eventually, not full time like we were, like weekly, obviously, eventually, but we just wanted to drop in and have like this update on everything and address, I guess, like the big elephant in the room, as I already alluded to many of times, of DCW. So it's no secret that we do backyard wrestling, and when I refer to we, I'm referring to myself. I'm referring to Lyssie. I'm referring to Bryce. I'm referring to the people that have always been referred to on this podcast. We've been talking about backyard wrestling probably in every fucking episode.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've touched on it in some way, shape, or form, because it's a part of our life, and it's the content we create and everything. And if you keep up with this podcast, you've heard the fucking horror stories of DCW in the past, of like shitty events, shitty things going left and right, and then things eventually coming around, working things out, and all that. So to keep a very long story shorter, I dislocated my elbow back in 2023. I was done with wrestling. Bryce moved to fucking King of Prussia. KWA fell apart. I was done wrestling. We tried to do one more time about a year later, after like my elbow healed up. That didn't work because shitty people wanted to bring shittier people around. So that didn't happen. We decided to kill off KWA pretty much. Me and Bryce had a discussion about it, and it was just, it's better off just letting it fucking die. I was asked to come back to DCW to help DCW get out of the rut that they were stuck in, that they put themselves in. And me being the nice guy, yeah, maybe this time things will be fucking different. Maybe this time things could change. It's going to be different. It's on the ground. We're going to have a rebuilding season. It's like a fucking football or baseball team. You're so fucking good at... You're doing so good, you can even win the fucking World Series or Super Bowl. But then all those guys get older, or they just phase out, and you need to fucking bring in younger guys, and you got to try new things and all of that. It's a rebuild. It happens in wrestling too. I mean, AEW went from the CM Punk era to, I mean, the running in the ECW arena. Like I'm just using this for a comparison. Like, I'm not trying to shit on that or anything. Or like I mean, WWE at the one time was in a very shitty position in like 2019.
Yeah.
And then they rose out of that and everything, and now they're doing stadium shows. It's a whole fucking thing. I mean,
oh, this number keeps calling me, and I think it might be something to do with work.
Okay.
Sorry about that. It was about work.
And we're back. Anyway, yeah, so rebuilds happen here and there and whatnot. I mean, KWA went through so many phases. So came back to help. And I mean, I should have kind of just known from the start, but like, I'm not the owner of DCW. I know I talk about DCW a lot, but the reason why I talk about DCW a lot is because I was just the booker. I booked 90% of the stuff. Like, I'm not afraid to admit some of my shit does stink. We've been through this on channel and everything. I booked whole days of self-destruction, that fucking debacle of a show and whatnot. There's certain things that I don't fucking book, and those are the really shitty fucking things in DCW. Can you confirm?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I came back, and I'm not gonna try to use shoot names. IJB asked me to come back, and in his words, can you please come back and help, maybe have a match against me if you feel like doing it? Because every time we try to revive DCW, me and my dad, it's half-assed. Yeah. You're asking me, I'll come back to help you. Absolutely. So that happens. And then Bryce moves back. Yay.
Yippee!
So Bryce is on board too, and that made things a lot fucking better for me, because I wasn't in this alone. I needed someone to help me swim out of this anchor.
Well, two heads are better than one, too.
Yeah. That too, but like me and Bryce work better together than we do alone.
Yeah.
At times, Bryce is doing a great thing on Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, absolutely. But
This
like,
is Dylan just like smooching up to him right now.
But when it comes to like wrestling, me and Bryce are really good at just bouncing ideas off of each other and everything. So me and IJB, we have this. What I would say, I mean, everyone else was saying it too, that it was a really good match at Pure Carnage. Go watch it. Like, people were saying it was a really good match and whatnot. And then, like, 3 days later, there was, like, this whole fucking thing that we needed to fucking film for Pure Carnage, like, for post-edit and all of this. And it turned into a whole debacle and him fucking getting attitude and flipping out on me and all of this bullshit. So that kind of just killed everything for it right there. It was like what? Why should I even, like try it? But like, I didn't want to like fully give up just yet. It was like, all right, let's just push forward. Let's get to the end of the season because we're literally almost at the end of the season, and we already had we booked the idea already because plans changed and whatnot. And we're like, fuck it, we're gonna put the belt on Bryce. So I really wanted to get to Roots Bloody Roots, so we were able to do that because I know how much it meant to Bryce to finally win that.
Yeah.
So, and like, it was a little bit bittersweet for me that I got to like pull the trigger on it and like be the reason why it did happen. So we got the Roots Bloody Roots, and I mean, just leading up to it, it was just like, we don't even want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this. Like, I booked myself in a story against Chaos the Clown. I'm the one that everyone knows the story of Chaos the Clown. He's a shitty fucking wrestler. We don't need to go through all of this anymore. But he's a shitty fucking wrestler. He fucking sucks. But I was eating the bullet of, okay, I'm going to book myself against Chaos the Clown. And the only reason why I was booking myself against Chaos the Clown was because I was doing this whole fucking story arc of I'm going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I kind of need to run into these fucking crazy characters. And go watch that match. Go watch it. DCW, this is the only time I'm going to promote it. Go watch DCW Roots Bloody Roots on the DCW Extreme channel. Go watch that match. You can tell I don't give a fuck. The match sucks. You can tell I'm trying my fucking damnness to fucking make something out of that match. But then, hey, Chaos, we're gonna fucking, you want to take a gnarly bump. He's talking about taking all these gnarly bumps and all of this, right? Oh yeah, I definitely want to take a gnarly bump. Okay, cool. So hey, Chaos, I have this idea. I'm gonna do the chairs thing where I take the fucking chairs, I turn them back to back.
The spot you hate.
The spot that I shit on every time I fucking see it because it's so fucking stupid and dangerous. But fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I have to go in that headspace. But yeah, okay. So climb up the ladder. Like I figured I'll tease something like I'm gonna leg drop you on the chairs or whatever because you have to climb up the ladder with me and I'll choke slam you off the ladder and you'll take the bump. You're cool taking the bump and all that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely fucking cool taking the bump and whatnot. Yeah, fucking do that. Okay. All right. Hey man, I'm gonna bend you over these chairs. I'm gonna climb up the ladder. I'm gonna go for the leg drop to start climbing the ladder. I'm gonna fucking just goozle you and we're gonna go for it. All right. So I'm climbing up the ladder, and then he's sitting there, he's bent over, and the next thing you know, he gets ready to climbing up the ladder, and he starts moving the chairs. Okay, why are you moving the fucking chairs? Just climb up the fucking ladder, you fuck. Mm-hmm. So he climbs up the ladder, I goozle him, and I go, you ready? He goes, yep, and I go to do it, and he holds onto the ladder, and I'm like, dude, go! And then I just, all my might, kind of just new jacked him at that point. Mm-hmm. And he takes the worst tumble possible into these fucking chairs. And then I wanted, funny enough, I wanted to go at least maybe 5 more minutes. I figured we could have got a little bit more out of something, right?
Yeah.
I'm up on that ladder, and I'm like, I'm not taking a bump, so I just fall off the ladder, like, whatever. Like, and I just thought maybe, like, I'm just gonna crawl over to him and, like, put him in something, or, like, go do something else in the match. He starts crawling for the dog collar, which we talked about prior to the match of, hey, the finish will be you go for the dog collar, and I go for the bag of Satan, because we gotta do this whole storytelling fucking thing that I have an idea for. Yeah, okay. So he goes for the dog collar, and I'm like, all right, I guess we're going home now. And then we went home. Oh, and then there's a spot in the match, too, where he calls for a suplex. And yes, call me the dumbass, because I'm like, this motherfucker ain't gonna fucking get me up, right? So I could have easily been like, no, and reversed it or whatever, but I was like, nah, I'll let him suplex me. I suplexed myself, but I gave myself a brain buster. I was okay. Like, it was fine and everything. Now, we go on to the main event. Bryce wins the DCW title. Yay.
Yippee!
You can go watch that on the Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling vlog.
Yeah.
And I will probably eventually just upload it myself on my channel, to be honest with you. Because it was a good match. Juggalo Jesus and Bryce Van Pelt will be VP. Their second match. We had the ladder match earlier in the season, and now they had the fucking I guess you could say a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's what the stipulation was. But Bryce is the DCW champion. The mission accomplished in DCW. Now, Eclipse, as the owner, the shoe owner of DCW, did not thank Bryce. Or, like, congratulate Bryce. I'm sorry. He thanked Bryce, but we'll get to that in a second. Mm-hmm. But he didn't even, like, say, like, oh, congratulations for being, like, the champion of my company or anything like that or anything. I mean, I never get a thank for booking anything. It's a thankless fucking job. But pretty much, like, that was that with Roots Bloody Roots. And then there was inklings of Chaos the Clown wanting to do a Chaos movie, and him deciding to use AI for it. Mm-hmm. So that turned into a whole thing between me and Eclipse's son where we were talking about it, because Eclipse's son was rightfully pissed off about it and everything. And, like, yeah, absolutely. Like, fuck AI, dude. AI is fucking stupid. And, like, he had this talk, like, prior to his dad about, like, how bad AI is in all of this. And, like, Eclipse was pretty much just rubbing it off, like, oh, it's hard work and all of this shit and whatnot. Like, fucking dude, come on. And, like, and the thing is, we're not upset because you didn't ask us to be a part of the movie. We're upset because when we do stuff, even side project stuff, like Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling, Internet Vids and Backbreakers, we try to get everyone involved. We try to make everyone involved. So if you're gonna do a Chaos movie that's going on your Chaos channel, fucking tell us so we can maybe A, help promote it, B, it's a DCW character, so we can tie it into DCW. Like, it doesn't need to be tied in storyline-wise or anything, but, like, you can have us show, like, we will film stuff. We're always filming stuff. Just have us be a part of it, or, like, if you just, like, I don't know, man. He's a confusing fucking person as is. And then, so, I get the fucking footage sent to me of Roots Bloody Roots. And there's AI in it. Mm-hmm. So I go to IJB, and I'm like, hey, we were just talking about this. I fucking hate this, blah, blah, blah. This is dog shit. And then he fucking comes back at me and starts blaming me for shit. Oh, because it's not what you like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get pussy. Whatever, dude. Fuck you. Like, God forbid, like, you can talk about your problems, but I fucking can't to you. Like, go fuck yourself. So, that was it. That was the final straw, because I'm sick and tired of this kid's attitude. And then we already knew what was going to happen because we've been through this before with DCW. It happened in 2021. Things blew up. It was Eclipse's fault because he can't take accountability. 2022, I left to go to pro wrestling school but came back in 2023. It wasn't all his fault in 2023. He's not even the main reason why DCW blew up in 2023, so I can't fully blame him. It's other people's faults.
Mm-hmm.
But he did have something to do with it because he can't take accountability.
Well, it was, yeah, I know one of the big things was the boxing ring then.
Yeah.
But then there was other people that had a hand in it that were playing both sides and pitting people against each other, and it was a fucking disaster.
Yes, so Eclipse wasn't the big problem there. So it wasn't truly his fault. And again, 2025, Bryce, as the champion of DCW, went to Eclipse and said, the reason why we are leaving DCW, the reason why people are leaving is because Eclipse, you suck as a wrestler pretty much. You haven't gotten any better. You've been with us for 5 years. You'll sit there and shit on Dabbing Jay, who is honestly better than you. And Jay's been doing it much longer, and he called him out for all of the, like, hey, I want to do these big spots, and then he pussies out of them. Go watch Pure Carnage, his match against Go-Go, Chaos versus Go-Go. He bitches out of a spot. Like, he bitches out of a spot at I Stand Alone. It's just been happening numerous times. And I literally knew what was going to happen with this whole thing. We're going to tell him what the problem is. We're going to tell him what these problems are. The AI, the way he's just acting, the way IJB is acting, all of this. And sure enough, did he take any accountability for it? Nope.
A whole whopping 0%.
He took no accountability for it. He messages back Bryce saying, he mind you, crying, and mind you, this guy's in his mid-fucking 30s, pushing 40. Fucking sends back, thank you, Bryce. There's the thanks Bryce got. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Dylan. You finally freed me. What does that even mean, man? What did we free you from?
It goes back to kind of what Bryce was saying, because I believe he said this in his message to Eclipse, where sometimes IJB would just kind of be like, it seemed like he wanted to do it, but then he didn't actually want to do it. And that kind of falls into that same vein of just like, if you feel like you need to be freed from the company because it was so much bullshit and that you didn't want to deal with, we're not going to know that. You need to be open and honest with people and being like, hey, this is too much of bullshit for me. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Just be honest about it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. No one's going to fucking crucify you over it.
That's been his biggest fucking problem since day one of like, we'll be sitting there like brainstorming like ideas and whatnot. Oh, like maybe Chaos can do this or something. Yeah, that would be cool. But then deep down he doesn't want to do it. Didn't just say it.
Well, that was the whole thing with the Eclipse heel turn, because IJB was saying like that that Eclipse was not wanting to. He wanted to focus more on Chaos than Eclipse.
Yeah.
But no one knew that, and he didn't say anything about it, and then they ended up just booking him as a heel turn, which is like a big story.
Yeah, like, okay, Eclipse, the owner of DCW, turning heel, we can get mileage out of this.
Yeah, but apparently he didn't want to do it.
And he's the one that came up with the idea.
But yeah, comes up with the idea and talks. So it's like you're not going to be able to know what someone's like thinking or what they actually want to do if you're not going to say it. You know what I mean?
And like if you don't want to do a spot because like if someone's like, "Oh, this would be a cool spot to do," but in your mind if it's dangerous, just say no. It's not going to work for me, brother. You fucking literally came to me and said, "I want to give you an exploder suplex." And I said, "That's not going to work for me, brother." Cuz why the fuck would I take that on the ground?
Yeah.
Idiot. Anyway, so yeah, we had me and Bryce and I had this like whole long conversation. I don't want to get into the details of all of that. But I'm mostly just going to say that we're not done wrestling. I mean, I'm like a part-time wrestler. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wrestle as much as I used to, but we're not going away. We still have a ladder match that me and him gotta fucking wrestle in for an LJN Macho Man on Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling. We have other people that were wrongfully banned from DCW for no reason, and I kind of didn't have like a say in it. I kind of was just kind of stuck in the middle and had to go with the flow of it because God forbid you open your mouth in DCW and try to help. Because we've tried to help DCW so many times that this time it's just different. Because at this point, they can come back 5 years from now and be like, can you guys come back? No, because the damage is already done. We've tried this so many times. You can't take accountability for your shit. No one can fucking take accountability for it. It's better to let DCW just fucking die. If they want to go do shit, be my fucking guest. Go right ahead. But here's the fucking problem I have, because this is the problem I have with fucking Eclipse. Because after Bryce sends all those voice messages and everything like that, he's posting on Facebook about the Chaos movie and all this. That's gonna be so fucking cool and so dark. And he didn't want to have any. Hold on. I'm going to read the Facebook post, actually.
Mind you, while Dylan's pulling this up, I do just want to say that I did hear the voice message from Bryce, and it was respectful.
It was.
He wasn't, like, yelling or screaming or anything like that. He was being very respectful, but he was also being, like, to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Lita, come on.
This is from Eclipse's Facebook page. I'm in the process of making a chaos horror movie. If anyone's interested, hit me up. Just a forewarning, this will be the most insane, degrading, and horrific time of your existence. I didn't want to bring anyone I gave a shit about in this, but enough people got upset for not being invited to the party, so if you're brave enough, let me know.
That's not why people got upset.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, here's the thing, right? Because I feel like, I'll let you continue before I say my piece.
Back to Roots Bloody Roots really quick. So, Eclipse found, like, this is, because God forbid you tell, so I thought, like, me and IJB, like, were able to, like, confine in each other and stuff, but no, it just gets out in the open. Because Eclipse then comes back at me after I'm like, this AI shit fucking sucks, pretty much. And he's like, yeah, I know what the problem was. It was the AI stuff. I took it out and everything. So he sends me the new link to Roots Bloody Roots, right? And, hold on. And he takes out all the AI stuff.
Too little too late, but okay.
Yeah, too little too late, but okay. And no reason to send me a random voice message being like, I know why you were fucking mad, too. But okay, cool. You let out all the AI stuff. Awesome. Mind you, the intro, Lyssie did amazing fucking job. On the intro you don't see. The intro that you see is what Lyssie did, but not what she did. We'll get to that in a second. But then, he uploads Roots Bloody Roots, which it was supposed to come out on Halloween, but I really don't fucking care. Thank God it's not the Halloween show. It's a fucking cursed thing for DCW at this point. They'll probably do, like, Eclipse versus fucking Chaos AI or some shit, whatever.
Yeah, it's not a fun Halloween curse.
Yeah, whatever. But, fucking, he just uploaded the AI version of Roots Bloody Roots. That's the version that you can see on YouTube, is the AI version. So, he completely just, what a petty asshole.
There was no point in sending you something of him taking it out and just re-uploading it anyway. Yep.
Now, after he posted all that stuff, back to present time now, after he posted all that stuff on Facebook and whatnot, mind you, I'm saying nothing. I've moved on. I made my peace. I already talked to him. I messaged him and said, hey, I'm done with DCW. Good luck. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with all this bullshit. And he said, that's understandable. Let it be that. I ain't gonna say anything else. Bryce, as the champion, did the right thing. Hey, this is why we're fucking leaving. All the Facebook fucking bullshit and whatnot. And then Eclipse randomly messages me and goes, you're dead to me. Have a nice life. So I messaged him back and said, okay, whatever, man. Clearly you aren't going to change. And this is why we are leaving this. This is why we are leaving. And this is why we don't address shit. This is why we don't talk to you about shit. Because you can't take accountability for shit. I already moved on. Said I'm done with DCW. Haven't even gone out of my way of saying anything. But yet here you are, like you always do. We make a decision to move on. But here you are randomly messaging me that for why. Literally no reason. Go do whatever you're gonna do. We're gonna go do whatever we're gonna do. No reason to text me. You're dead to me. If I'm dead to you, why message me? Just let me be like I'm letting you be. How about you grow up? Mind you, and this is after Bryce, even in the voice message, said, we're gonna go do Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, and you guys can go do DCW or whatever. We don't want beef. Mm-hmm. And like it's not like we're not looking for competition or anything like that. But I also just want to, I haven't been, I'm not trying to speak on other people, but I do want to speak for certain people on the roster that have come to me and said, the only reason why I was doing DCW is because you and Bryce were here. Mm-hmm. And then I have other people also saying the AI is bullshit. And, like, people know DCW sucks. It's no fucking secret. And we've tried numerous fucking times with numerous other people to fucking help DCW grow. We can't. We can't because we're held down by the owner, which I get it. He's the owner and whatnot, but we're held down by the owner and we're held down by the owner's son with their fucking drama that they always bring into DCW and fucking can't keep behind closed doors, and just them not being able to take accountability when things need to be accountable for. Like, I'm willing here to take accountability on, I know Talkin Wrasslin ain't like the best fucking produced podcast.
No, it's my phone on a really bad tripod.
We have like,
and you burp into the mic every episode.
We get like 10 views and we have like 50 subscribers.
And 9 of the views are Bryce.
Yes. But like, we do it because we're having fun. We were trying to do DCW because we were having fun. It stops getting to have fun once all this bullshit happens.
Yeah.
Not once me and Bryce have argued over a Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling thing.
Not yet.
We never really do. It's usually just like, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think me and Bryce have ever really argued about a booking concept or something. Like when we're booking something, it's usually, will that work? Probably not. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, wait, are you serious? Yeah. Wait, why? That's usually what
Are you for real right now?
But like, Bryce and I can also go to each other and say, hey, this sucks.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, yeah. Like, we're able to take accountability for it.
Yeah.
I'm able to look back on the shit that I booked in DCW and go, this sucked.
Yeah.
We could have done better. And we could have. But that's what's been going on in my life. You can find me more now on the Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. Vlogs. I do commentary occasionally for like the pick fetting. Mm-hmm. We do internet vids and backbreakers. Occasionally I pop up in his shorts.
Yeah.
I did fig reviews with him. So, and there's going to be a lot more coming. A lot more. So, Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling.
Hey!
Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling. I think we'll be able to put like the channel link in the description.
Yeah. So
we'll put that in the description for this episode. I'm sure I'm going to end up, Bryce can fucking just clip this, to be honest with you, or whatever, but I'm probably going to end up on Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling explaining why I did leave and explaining all this again.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, Bryce, if you want to fucking clip this, just fucking clip it, dude. I don't fucking care.
No.
Use the footage.
Well, unless he also wants to do like a sit-down video with you and add his own.
If he wants me in the flesh, that's fine.
Yeah.
If he wants me in the flesh, that is fine. But yeah.
I have a couple little things that I just kind of want to add in here.
Go ahead. I'm going to fix Mr. America over here because he's bothering me.
He's ever so slightly to the right.
He is, but I kept looking over and he's bothering me.
You're like, why the fuck is he there?
Yeah, okay, continue.
So, I mean, I really don't have a whole heck of a lot to say, especially because this season of DCW, I really was not involved in.
Yeah, you did some background editing here and there, and
Yeah.
you did Pure Carnage, like you did camera work with Pure Carnage.
Yeah, I filmed Pure Carnage, and I did a couple of promo packages, hype packages, intros, or whatever for Dylan. But that was really it. Which kind of like personally, like, and I might have mentioned this to you before. I might not have even ever. I know I see her. I might not have even ever really brought this up just because, like, I didn't want to cause, like, I don't think it would necessarily cause an issue with you to say, but I didn't want to be, like, the person to just kind of say, the first person to say this or whatever. I really didn't want any fucking part to do with DCW at all.
I mean, that's fair.
Dylan was telling me that he was doing it again, and I was like, I mean, you do you, boo, whatever. But like, I mean, also my work schedule, especially now as like at the time an assistant store manager, now store manager, my work schedule has to kind of be a little bit more like open and fluctuate.
I also want to give a context here really quick too of I could have been like, no, I don't want to do DCW, but the thing is, I was in a predicament where my shoot job, I was actually working with Eclipse. Mm-hmm. So it kind of was like I had no escape.
Yeah.
And like I don't have that shoot job anymore, thank God.
Yeah.
I got a better shoot job now. So
but I didn't want anything really to do with it. And mainly it was just because of all the problems that had happened in the past. You know what I mean? Like not to sound like, I don't want to say like egotistical or something like that or pompous or whatever. But I feel like I was able to see this a mile away that this was going to happen. I swear to fucking God, Lita. Hold on. Pause. Stop scratching at the box. Oh my God, she's on one right now, I swear. But I feel like I was seeing this from a mile away of happening, basically. And I know from the past prior times that this has happened, I didn't want to deal with the headache or the stress because I have enough already to be dealing with in my life. I had a lot of, which I'm not going to get into like, you know, personal stuff that's necessarily going on too much. But I had a lot of stress on my shoulders in my personal life. Sorry, hold on. Lita, get out of the fucking box. Get out of the box, stop scratching at it. But yeah, I had a lot of stress going on in my personal life, in and out of work. And I honestly did not have the mental or emotional capacity to deal with any other bullshit outside of what I was already dealing with. Because I was already pretty much hitting like my wit's end with some shit. So I was already basically crashing out. And I could not handle anything else on my shoulders. And I knew going and doing DCW and being a part of it was just going to piss me right the fuck off. It was going to add stress on to me and Dylan, which is going to... Oh my God. Stop. Girl. Jesus Christ. She just fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Drifted around this fucking apartment. It was going to add stress onto me and Dylan, which in turn is going to add stress into our relationship. And I don't want to fucking deal with that. You know what I mean? So to me, and also, again, like, I just didn't, frankly, I don't care how much of an asshole I sound like right now about it. I just didn't want to be fucking annoyed. Like, I didn't want to go to these shows and deal with the same two people arguing with each other about dumbass fucking shit that could easily be solved with proper communication.
Yep.
Like, and the thing is,
it just further proves my point of like I've always been saying of they've been the problem, and like, yeah, Dylan, you're saying that like they're the problem, but you went back. Yes, because sometimes, Lyssie, you can confirm people do change.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe like IJB getting older and like Eclipse like realizing like yeah, what happened before was fucked up. And we've talked it out and everything of like, and it seemed like they were fully like aware of everything.
Yeah.
Well, shame on fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And the thing is, and again, I'm not here to like, really be too much of a fucking asshole.
Are you burying them softly, brother, like Bryce did?
Look, I can be a fucking dick right now. Because
I tried my best to not be a fucking. I don't even think I yelled at all.
There's a couple things that I could say, and a couple other things. I don't think so. That I don't think so.
Give me a round of applause for not yelling.
But there's a couple things that I want to address, and a couple things that I could say that I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try not to be a fucking dick.
Hey,
but
it's our podcast.
I understand that everyone has a different family dynamic. You know what I mean? Everyone has a different relationship with their parents, their kids, their grandparents, whatever. And look, I'm not here to say that one family dynamic is, wrong and the other is right. You know what I mean? Obviously, there are some things you shouldn't do as a fucking parent. That again, not going to get into because that's not the point of this topic. But the way that your relationship is, there's really no right or wrong way of being a parent. Just don't murder your parents or your kids or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and say that the family dynamic that they have is incorrect or wrong. However, what I am going to say is you should understand how to act appropriately around other people, and how the ways you should be able to have enough sense of and social awareness that the sense of sometimes acting a certain way or with each other that you might do at home around other people, those people might not understand how your relationship works, and it might make people annoyed, pissed off, or even uncomfortable.
Yeah, like example. When like I go visit my dad, like sometimes he might like do like the dad thing where like he throws like the phantom punches at you and shit, trying to get you to flinch and whatnot. Sometimes he does hit me. But like he doesn't do that when it's like a family gathering and shit like that.
Yeah, like
he doesn't do that when it's like, oh, I'm out in public with my son. Let me fucking throw a fucking phantom punch. Not saying Eclipse does that, but like I'm just using a comparison here.
Like when I work retail, I've worked retail a long time. You see a lot of different types of family dynamics, and sometimes it's just stuff where it's like I feel like I should not be involved in this. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm seeing something I shouldn't be seeing. You know what I mean? Like I need to leave.
I need to go. I've done that before.
Like I'm hearing some personal family troubles that I don't need to be hearing about this. I'm just a worker.
Bro,
here.
I get uncomfortable when like the mom is screaming at a kid because they want a candy bar.
Yeah.
I get uncomfortable.
Oh, it makes me mad. I hate when like parents are dicks to their kids, pretty much. But anyway, my point is, without like, again, I don't really want to go into detail because I'm not gonna like, but I feel like there are certain conversations and certain ways of handling those conversations that if you do it privately at home between a parent and a child, fair game, fine, whatever. Again, just don't like, hit your kids. Which again is not what's happening, and that's not what I'm trying to say at all. I want to make that very abundantly clear. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm referring to. But in public settings with other people, these conversations or arguments shouldn't be happening in front of other people. They should be something that is more of a private matter settled, because not only at that point do I feel like you're embarrassing your kid, but you're also embarrassing yourself. Or do I not? I feel like you're not only embarrassing your parent, but you're also embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean? It's just something that doesn't need to be done in front of friends, in front of even strangers. You know what I mean? So that was something I just didn't want to deal with, because not only did it just personally make me uncomfortable because I felt like I'm seeing too much into somebody's personal life that I shouldn't be seeing, but also it would put me in a fucking bad mood and it would piss me off because because at that point, and look, you all can say whatever you want to say about this because I know everybody feels this way because everybody does it. When a situation like that arises, you subconsciously pick a side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like then at that point, like, I might be mad at another person that I'm not even involved in being mad about because I'm overhearing this conversation. I'm like, well, so and so is in the right about this, and you're being a fucking asshole. Why are you being a fucking asshole?
Happened this time around of like IJB coming to me explaining shit. Okay, yeah, like honestly, yeah, I was getting both sides. Like I said, I worked a shoot job with Eclipse. I'm going to be straightforward with you. I'm sorry I'm airing dirty fucking laundry. I'm not trying to air so much dirty laundry, but there's times where we would be at work and he would be like, "Oh, IJB, like pissing me off," and like explain, like, okay, I understand. Like, I'm your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna bitch to me about your problems, okay? But at the same time, I'm younger than you and I don't have a kid, so like, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. You're just talking to some. I get it. Trust, I get it. But the shit that I heard compared to what IJB was telling me, yeah, I'm gonna pick IJB's side.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, just to add into this, and like this might be kind of rude, but there's no other way that I really could explain this. Honestly, it's with DCW, it got to a point where like, at one point, downfall time, things were great. It was really fun. I was really happy to be a part of it. But in the trajectory that DCW was going, it was honestly kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, sorry if you hear the cat there in the litter box scratching. I didn't really want to be involved with it because I didn't want my name attached to it because I honestly thought that it was embarrassing. I thought it was, and this isn't anything against Dylan or Bryce. You know what I mean?
Or even, it's not even against like your point. We have to be honest here. You're pointing fingers at certain people. That made it embarrassing. Let's put it that way, because there is watchable things.
There's watchable things in it, but this does point to
Chaos the Clown was embarrassing.
Well, it's not. Yes, but it's not even just that. It's the entire production value of it, which is still one and the same. But I would have people when I was working at Starbucks that, I would talk to about, like, Dylan doing, like, backyard wrestling and stuff and whatever. And I had people that were genuinely interested and wanted to see what it was about and everything. And I was just like, and I'm sorry, but I was very much like, oh, I'm not really too sure what the account name is. I really don't pay that much attention to what he's doing because I don't want the people that I know to know that I am at, even in one way or another, in relation to this company.
Yeah.
Because it was embarrassing.
And that's why when I show people shit, I show them the raw footage.
Yeah.
I show them my shit that I have on my phone and not the DCW stuff, because Luscious Lou's an embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
The production's embarrassment. And trust me, we've tried numerous times to be like, hey, you should let us edit.
Around downfall time, if people were asking me, I absolutely would have shown them.
Yeah.
Absolutely would have shown them. But like even the bigger yard.
Carbondale?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not really close to there, so I guess it's fine to say that. But the Carbondale yard, even, I would show. Like, there was some cringy stuff in there, but the thing is, when you get backyard wrestling, you're gonna get cringy shit. That's kind of the name of the game.
I mean, yeah, in the boxing ring, but there was some good stories.
There was still some good shit, you know what I mean? And it wasn't, I wouldn't classify it, like, this year was really just, in my opinion, an absolute embarrassment.
Oh, it was bad.
And I'm not trying to disrespect Dylan and necessarily his booking or anything like that.
We put the belt on Juggalo. Jesus, the fuck you mean?
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want to be tied to this because
you can count on one hand from this season how many good matches there were.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things that I really didn't want to be involved in because again, it's embarrassing to me. And I'm really not one to get embarrassed. Like, I'm not one to be worried about like what other people think of me. Not to sound like so cool, so edgy middle schooler. But it's honestly like the truth. Like, I am not one person to give a shit about what people have to say about me or what I look like, what I dress like, whatever. I don't care. So for something to genuinely like off put me this much that I am like ashamed to talk about is saying a lot. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I barely promoted like anything for DCW this season. Like my way around promoting stuff for DCW this season was when Bryce just started vlogging the shows.
yeah.
And that's how I promoted Roots Bloody Roots, and that's how I'm going to promote Roots Bloody Roots. If you want to go watch Roots Bloody Roots, go watch the latest vlog on Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling.
But a couple more things I just want to put it on here. One of my biggest things recently, and I know we already talked about this, but I also want to put my 2 cents, and a lot of you know my opinions on this already, but nonetheless, why is this fucking New York number calling me again? Hold on. Okay, well, my phone's on airplane mode now because I missed the call and I tried to call back twice and no response back. So I'm already I don't know what else this person fucking needs from me. So
who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I get it, whatever, but whatever. So I've talked about this before on the channel, so you guys already know my opinion. But recently, the shit with the AI was really kind of crossing a line with me.
Yeah.
So as many of you know, I'm incredibly against AI. I am an artist. The picture that you're looking at right now, I drew. I drew the last picture for us. The little Bryce stand-in that I put in here, I drew. I do a lot of artwork. I've done a lot of artwork for a very long time in my life. And again, along with that, like, I would do the editing for promo packages and hype packages for Dylan. On occasion, I'll do like, just little like wrestling edits. If you follow me on Twitter or TikTok or anything, you've probably seen them. They're nothing like egregiously insane. I'm not sitting here trying to say like I'm the world's best editor or anything like that, but I know a thing or two. I know how to make something look fun and exciting or whatever. It looks decent. It's passable. So my biggest thing, right, was to me, and I'll get a little bit more into detail on this in a second, but to me as an artist, AI in itself is an absolute fucking slap in the face. An absolute slap in the face to any artist out there.
Any creative mind in general, because like, I know we're not talking about like what we usually do on this podcast of what's been going on in wrestling, but WWE using AI, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was genuinely going to be afraid of if DCW just kept continuing I know I already made the joke of AI Eclipse versus AI Chaos, but I also was like, Eclipse is going to just fucking ask AI to book a show. Mm-hmm. And like, fuck me, I guess, right?
So, yeah, AI to me is a slap in the face to literally anyone that does anything creative. So, where was I going with this? I'm sorry. So yeah, that really threw a wrench into things for me because frankly, like, as annoyed as I get sometimes, Dylan will ask me to do a promo package or a hype package or something for him or a drawing for him or something. And while personally to me, I would rather be doing stuff like on my time and for the fun of it. At the end of the day, I still do it for him. I don't really mind. It is what it is. So, I feel like I could have been asked to help out with some editing. I feel like I could have been asked to do some artwork for some stuff. And the thing is, like, I'm not charging anyone for any of my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't charge commissions. I don't do anything like that. I don't have commissions open for a specific reason, but I also, with my friends need help or need something done and ask me to do it, I'll just do it for them. I'm not going to charge them money for it. You know what it is? Like, it is what it is. So, anyway, it kind of was just a big slap to me of being like, well, I'm literally right here. I could be helping out, but instead of asking an actual artist that you don't even need to be paying money to do stuff for you or to help edit for some certain stuff or make certain packages for you or whatever, you're just gonna end up implementing AI into shit. And that's fucking crazy to me. And I do also just want to throw this out there that to me personally, this is kind of where I'm going to be a bit of a dick. To me personally, I feel like if you're going to sit here and claim that you love professional wrestling and you think that professional wrestling is one of the greatest forms of art, one of the most beautiful things that have ever existed, that you have this really strong, undying love for, I think it is absolute fucking bullshit that you're going to sit here and add generative AI into the mix of it. Because I feel like anyone who does AI art, right? Can you like get up and can you like get that away from the fucking smoke detector, please?
No, I want to throw it at the ground again.
I feel like anyone who uses AI generative AI art or whatever, anyone who does that are the people who are sitting there, or the people that you would think are the people that are sitting there that say, well, art's not accessible. It's too expensive. I don't have the time to do it. I don't have the resources to do it. I don't have this. I don't have that. And then they just use it as an excuse and they put a bunch of slop into a fucking computer program and then it produces something. When you think of these AI bros, you don't think of somebody that actually has respect for art forms. You don't think of somebody that actually says that they love certain art forms and then go into face it. So the fact that you have the respect and the love for this art form, but yet you continuously decide to add something to it that is taking all of the life and all of the soul and all of the beauty in itself away from it and just shit all over it, is so absolutely mind-bogglingly disrespectful to me that I feel like I can't even properly put it into words about how much of a mind fuck that absolutely is. Like, I don't understand. Like, when you look at something like professional wrestling, you see something that was literally like, I mean, it started in the fucking circus days. You know what I mean? Like, this has been around for generations upon eons upon eons. This was an art form that was based off of, made for entertaining people, by people, putting your body on the fucking line for this shit, that has developed into something so much more than people back in the circus days probably thought it ever would have developed into. And all of that was done by the hard work, the blood, the sweat, the fucking tears of the fucking men and women that came before all the professional wrestlers as we know them today. And to sit there and look at something that is so... what's the word I'm looking for? To look at something that is so historic and so captivating to understand and learn the history about. And then just to throw it into a fucking computer program and to add whatever the fuck you want to it is just so disrespectful and so degrading of so many fucking people. And look.
And he had the resources. And like you even said it behind closed doors to me. You've seen his artwork. You've seen IJB's artwork.
They can draw.
They have, and like, bro, they knew all I have to do was be like, hey, Lyssie. But no.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like,
the thing is, like, and here, when I'm talking about, like, AI shit, like, I'm well aware that at the current moment, there has not been an AI-generated match yet. I'm saying yet. Because who knows what's going to be uploaded after this podcast.
Go watch the intro to Roots Play.
Well, that's where I'm getting at.
The AI crowd.
But yeah, we're adding in AI crowds.
Yeah.
We're adding in AI commentators.
To be fair, I didn't like it, but we were able to give it a slide. I have a secret.
What?
Chaos the Clown and Eclipse is Luscious Lou.
Here's the thing, right? And I understand where you're coming from of giving it the slide, right? But
it's bad.
Not only that, again, if we're going to go resources aren't available, first of all, we have one person playing two main characters.
Exactly.
Second of all, this person's consistently at Spirit Halloween. Buy a wig.
Yeah, could have put a wig on.
Buy a wig.
Trust me.
Buy some fake glasses.
It's been said numerous times.
Get I don't know, like if you want it to be silly and overzealous, they have silly and overzealous costumes at Spirit Halloween that you could buy on Amazon.
Lou just needed to fucking die.
And I understand that. I get that. Buy a fake mustache. Buy a fake beard. Whatever. The thing is, I get that. But on the same token, if we're putting so much effort into these other characters that are going to be seen on screen, and you want this other character to be seen on screen, put the effort into that character.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
There, to me, like, I understand what you're saying, but to me, there's no excuse to not be able to just use a fucking filter. Use a filter on Snapchat and then edit yourself out of the video, like the background out of that video, make it a transparent video and upload it. Like there's no reason that we needed to do that. To me, that's just lazy. That's lazy as fuck. And the fact that we have the audacity to sit here and say, well, you know, AI is hard work. What I'm doing is hard work. You're not doing fucking shit, dude. Like, and look, I don't care if this comes off as me being a fucking dick about it. You are not doing jack fucking shit. You're not video editing.
You're producing dog shit.
Dude. You're not even producing it. You're doing nothing. You are going into a fucking program on your phone. You're typing a sentence with some very detailed descriptors into it, and then you're waiting for results, and then you're watching the results, and you're saying, well, that's good, or, I don't know, and then you're typing, redo it,
yep.
Do it, add this in. You're not doing anything aside from the equivalent of what you'd be doing trying to find an answer to a problem that fucking Frank had 17 years ago that put an answer on Reddit.
Yep.
You are just adding information into a fucking program. That's all you're fucking doing.
Sometimes I'd rather believe those people on Reddit, though.
I only ever believe those people on Reddit because I don't know why Frank had the same problems I had 17 years ago, but he has the right answer. So thank you, Frank.
Exactly.
But my point is, you're not going into a CGI or an animation program and you're not building models of fucking crowds and animating them. You're not fucking going into fucking, you know what? You're not going into MS Paint like I was back in the middle school days and Movie Maker and making little animation skits frame by frame by frame by frame.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was doing more fucking work when I was in the 6th fucking grade producing and animating fucking bullshit than this is. A fucking 6th grader ahead of this fucking time. That's what fucking pisses me off, is I spent a long fucking time of my life, a good chunk of my life, let's say 25, maybe not 25 years, let's say 20 years. I spent 20 years of my life.
When did you start drawing?
Probably when I was like 5.
Okay.
I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I know people always say this. Probably ever since I was able to pick up fucking crayons.
Okay.
I have been drawing my entire fucking life that I was able to.
Okay.
So I will gladly say 20 years. Well, that would make me 7. So let's say 22 years.
All right.
20 to 22 years.
Yeah,
I have been,
age, you know.
Yeah, I have been drawing. I have been doing artwork. I have been dipping my toes in different programs. I've been dipping my toes into different styles. I've been doing the bare fucking minimum of trying to learn fucking animation. Again, it wasn't good at all, but in my defense, I was in 6th grade using MS Paint.
You're also talking about a guy that doesn't know how to fucking edit anything and oversaturates everything. Everything on DCW is oversaturated to death.
What I'm saying at the root of all of this is I have spent 2 decades of my life working on my craft that is nowhere near perfect. There is still a lot of flaws in the shit that I fucking do, and I am well aware to fucking admit
Wow,
that.
look at that. You're taking accountability, unlike
Well,
other people.
well, yeah, I still can't draw hands for the life of me. That's fucking sucks. I hate drawing hands. You know what I mean? My proportions sometimes are still all sorts of out of whack. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, I'm still doing it. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to make my fucking products better each fucking day by actually putting in the hard fucking work. You're not putting in any fucking hard work. And I don't care if this gets back to Eclipse and IJB and they have a fucking issue.
I really don't care if they go out to look for this. Thank you for the view. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna sit here.
Like I said, like I know I said in the message, I'm just letting it be and not saying anything. This is pretty much the only time that you're gonna fucking hear me talking about it. And like after this, I'm just gonna share fucking stories of DCW. Like those stories are never gonna die because they're funny fucking stories. And I can confirm that Bryce is just gonna clip this podcast and put it on his fucking YouTube because me and him are talking right now. So you're gonna find this on Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling as well. Anyway,
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna say this: that if this does get back to Eclipse and IJB, and you have a fucking problem with anything that I'm fucking saying, first of all, I don't have you blocked. My DMs are wide fucking open. You can invite yourself into my DMs and I can give you a burial like no fucking other because Bryce and Dylan were both being nice. I have no reason to be nice. So I will gladly put you in your fucking place and give you a reason to fucking cry over it. However, if you don't want to do that, but you're still mad and you're still sitting here listening to what I have to say, I want you to genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to genuinely sit here and try to understand and comprehend what I'm saying and why there is so much of an anger behind it. I want you to really sit down, do some actual real life self-reflecting. I want you to dig deep into the depths of your fucking hearts and the depths of your fucking brain and try to fucking understand why this situation keeps fucking happening, why people keep getting mad, and why people are mad over something that at the moment you might think is trivial and absolute fucking bullshit. But I want you to actually, please, for the life of you, I am begging on my hands and knees right now. I want you to sit here and actually try to understand what the fuck I'm saying. When I was back in Starbucks, right? There was a point where Starbucks, if you don't know, they pay for college through ASU, I think is what it was. They pay for online college for people that work there. And I was going back and forth about debating on getting my degree in graphic design because if I wanted to go to college and I wanted to do something, a really cool thing that I would have ended up enjoyed liking to do, love my job now, but if it wasn't my job now, what I would have liked to do was I would have loved to make, packaging for toys. I thought that would have been really fucking cool, whether it be an action figure or, plushies or whatever it might be. Toy packaging would have been really fucking cool to design. And I was thinking, well, I'd have to get a graphic design degree for something like that. And as I went back and forth with it, throughout that time, AI art was becoming higher of a rise. And generative AI was starting to get better and starting to take over to the point where I took a step back and I realized, and I hate that I'm saying this, but I realized something, that by the time that I would get my degree in 4 years, AI would be at a point that it would almost be indistinguishable. And it's getting there now of what's real and what's AI. And my career and my time being spent going to college for a graphic designer would have basically been for nothing. So I want you to understand that the way that AI is going is taking a lot of artists' jobs away already, but future artists and the passions that they have and the jobs that they want is going to be taking over that, is going to be taking it away from them. And it's discouraging artists from going on and continuing to create. I will still create in my little home and do what I want to do and keep my art as my hobby. And I'm not going to let anything take that away. But if I ever consider actually making money off of it, that's not just me selling my paintings out of my house or whatever, that's not going to happen anymore. I can't have a career in doing something like that because of these programs. And the more information you're putting into these programs and the more times you're using these programs, the better they're getting each time, because AI continues to learn off of itself and learn off of the inputs that people are putting into it. It is incredibly fucking dangerous. And not only for artists, but it's incredibly dangerous for society as it is, because the more knowledgeable that this system gets, the worse it's going to start getting for society. The more society is going to be relying on it, and the more information that we are consuming is going to be getting fabricated and misconstrued, and everything is going to be fucked up within a 5-year time. I almost guarantee you, because it's already getting fucked up now. And you might think it's over exaggerating because, well, I'm just making a guy to put in for the commentary character on my YouTube channel. That's all I'm doing. You're still contributing to the fucking problem.
Yep.
You are 100% still, you are now.
You're making a whole movie.
You're teaching AI what a crazy clown looks like. You're teaching AI what a crazy old man commentator looks like. You're teaching AI what wrestling crowds look like. You're teaching AI all of these nuanced things that you think might not actually really have an impact at the moment, but 5 years time, I guarantee you we're going to be watching. I guarantee you there's going to be some promotion out there that is AI wrestling.
Yep.
It's going to be called AIW.
It's going to be fucking DCW.
And it is going to be a disgrace, and it is going to be disgusting and terrible. And if you're really going to sit here and think this is overreacting and this is ridiculous and you're just taking this too much to heart, okay, fine. But don't say I didn't fucking warn you when this was going to happen. And we're not even going to touch on the environmental impacts that AI has. We're not. But the most I will say about this is, and again, you can think I'm crazy for this, do your fucking research. But thanks to your DCW crowd that you decide to make, there's going to be some family that doesn't have fucking clean water now. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Fuck you for that, basically. And to just top this all off, because I definitely went off on a tangent for a little bit too long there. But to top this all off, and my last point, which is kind of similar, I made that intro for Roots Bloody Roots. You know, it wasn't anything crazy. It was a 60-second, I think, video that I made. Again,
of highlights from this season.
Highlights from this season.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Nothing crazy. It was nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It's not my best, most proudest, incredible, amazing work. But I did it. And I made it. And I thought it was fine. That everything about it was perfectly fine, as it should have been.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Come to find out, when Roots Bloody Roots gets uploaded, there's effects thrown all over.
Yeah, there was no effects originally.
Yeah, it was no effects, just footage, transitions, the DCW logo.
Yep.
The music, that was it.
Yep.
There's effects thrown all over my fucking edit. And again, you could think that this might be overreacting. Just be like, oh, well, I just put a filter over it. I just put an effect over it. I just, it's still your edit. Well, first of all, the effect you put over it made it so fucking unreadable and illegible that I couldn't even tell what the fuck was going on for half of it. So thanks for that. I intentionally pick out, which again, maybe you could take the points and learn something from this. I intentionally take out big, high impact spots that, look exciting and look thrilling, and I crop them down into smaller sections. So you see the impact and you go, whoa, and it's fast paced and it keeps your attention grab of what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? There's no slow points in it to make you sit and actually think about what you're watching. You're just watching something crazy go on.
Yeah, and also when Lyssie edits things, she doesn't fucking put in the whole fucking match sped up.
Yeah.
Go watch what's uploaded at Roots Bloody Roots. Go watch, even with the stupid fucking shitty effects in the beginning, that video, and then go to the very end where there's the fucking hype package that Eclipse made, and watch how shitty it looks.
If I ever need to speed something up when I'm editing, I really don't speed it up more than like a 0.5%. And typically I don't need to do that. I'll just find a clip from something else. But if it's like a clip I really want to add that needs to be timed properly with the music, sometimes I might a little bit speed it up. I'm not fucking speeding it up 10 times. I may be just speeding it up like 0.5%, also, give or take. It's not noticeable.
Get a better fucking camera, dude.
So, and then when now again, you could say this might be an overreaction, right? But here's the thing, right? I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot and I took one of your promo packages that you made and I edited stuff over it to make it better, make it more in theme, make it look a little bit cooler, I think you would be pretty fucking pissed off about that.
Exactly.
Do you not think? I think you would be kind of insulted about that as to being like, well, what the fuck was wrong with mine? You know what I mean? So I think genuinely taking any form of artwork that anybody does and being like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm gonna make it like different and I'm gonna take my own, I'm gonna take what you're doing, but I'm just gonna add stuff to it. No. No, that is no different than going on google.com and looking up I don't know, emo anime girl and taking the first drawing that you see of the emo anime girl and going, well, I like this, but I kind of want it to be like a little bit different, and then it's gonna be mine. And then you take that and then you add like, I don't know, you change the hair color of it. You keep the same photo, but you just change the hair color, and then you put it up and you go, this is my OC, this is my character, I made this character. It's the same fucking thing. And I'm not saying that he is claiming that that's my work.
That's what he was like doing on Facebook. He was just making AI renderings of Chaos the Clown.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he's claiming that that promo package is his work. But what I'm saying is, you don't just take another artist's thing and do something to it, especially without fucking asking them. Like,
and I've said numerous fucking times, what I send to you is already edited.
Yes.
All you gotta do is put it in.
And if there's something that he genuinely wanted added to it and said, hey, could you add some, like, a strobe effect, maybe? Like, just ask me. It didn't need it.
It didn't need it.
It didn't need it. But if you really wanted something added to it, just ask me. I still have the fucking project on my phone. I could go back into it and just add it. And because I have the project on my phone, I could actually set the times of the fucking effects and have it line up better instead of you saving the video as one solid piece of media and then trying to fucking puzzle piece it together or whatever. I could actually make it look better and look timed properly because I already have all the information saved on my fucking phone. So, to me, it's just disrespectful. It's just disrespectful as fuck. It's rude as fuck. And
it's a lot of hoopla.
It's a lot of hoopla. And really, you could have just fucking asked me. But again, no one ever really asked me for anything.
Nope.
They never asked me to do certain things or to help them out with certain things. And look, again, I get it. It's fine. But like, at the end of the day, you have the
you have people willing to help.
You have people willing to help. You have every single resource at your disposal.
Not even with just booking or running the show. You have people to make the show look good, willing to help. You shit all over it. You shit on all of us.
Like,
you're not good. Sorry, way to put it. You're not good.
To me, again, it's just a big slap in the face. You know what I mean? I put a lot of effort into the things that I do. And I also, of course, have a really big love of professional wrestling. And to see what has become of DCW has not only just been disheartening and disappointing and embarrassing, but also it's a fucking mockery.
Yep.
And you could sit here and you can say Lyssie Cornette as much as you fucking want.
No, it's bad.
But it's
garbage.
An outlaw fucking mud show, and it's not in a good fucking sense.
Half the time,
it's not something to brag about. It's actual fucking trash.
Half the time, I don't think I was playing a character on DCW. I think I was just shooting the whole time.
Like, Look, I know that the type of wrestling I like isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I'm well aware of that. It's all subjective at the end of the day. You can sit here and listen to everything that we say and still say, yeah, but wrestling's subjective. And you know what? I won't disagree with you on that. But to me, there's a very big definitive line that if you want to do deathmatch stuff, do deathmatch stuff. If you want to do technical stuff, do technical stuff. But put effort into it. Yep. Don't make it look like a mockery, because I feel like if I were to show any of this to an actual deathmatch or hardcore wrestler,
oh, they shit all over it.
Not only would they shit all over it, I firmly believe that there would at least be someone that thinks that it's a joke.
Yep.
And think that this is something that like someone's making fun of wrestling. But oh, this is like a funny skit.
Yep.
It's not a skit. And again, you can just sit here and if you've made it this far, if Eclipse and IJB got a hold of this and you made it this far,
thanks for the watch time.
And listen to the whole fucking thing about it, you could sit here and say that I'm just being a dick. You can just sit here and say that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because, I'm not a fucking wrestler. But I do know at least two things. And that is that I could swing a chair better than you. And I could take a chair shot better than you. And frankly...
And you could take a suplex.
Oh, that's 3. And frankly, I never needed to lace up a fucking pair of boots to be able to do that.
If I asked you, honestly, hey, Lyssie, like me and you were having a match. I go, Lyssie, that finish that me and Chaos did. Would you take that?
The chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would let me choke slam you off the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
My back's already fucked up.
And you would commit to the bump.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably be shitting my pants the whole time, but nonetheless, like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I told Mr. Graves I was gonna be swinging that chair full force, and I did.
And then he swung it full force at you.
And I told him, swing that chair full force because you owe me a fucking receipt for that one, and he fucking did.
Yeah.
Frankly, it wasn't that bad. So, Corey, I need you to put a little bit more muscle power.
Every time we've had Lyssie in the ring, it's always been fun.
Because I'll do shit. I mean, the thing is, behind the curtains, when I would be involved in spots and shit, I needed to go over this shit 10 times over before we're walking out that curtain. Because I want to make sure I'm not going to fuck it up for them. I have the nerves that I'm going to fuck something up. And I think that's normal. I think it's normal for anyone to be nervous and for anyone to want their shit to come out good. And I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, if you're not fully committed, it's going to show more. If you fuck up something, but you are fully committed to it, hey, it's probably going to look gnarly as fuck, but at least it's going to look gnarly as fuck, where if you're not confident in it and you don't fully commit, it's just going to look bad.
And we gotta also, I gotta add this as well so Eclipse's excuse to Roots Bloody Roots of like him not doing as well wrestling at Roots Bloody Roots is because he wasn't feeling good. Okay, what's the excuse all the other times that you were dog shit, pal?
I couldn't tell you.
But look, again, like Lyssie said, if you guys made it this far, you guys can go do DCW. No one's stopping you. If you're free from it, cool, glad, whatever. But if you want to go do DCW, go ahead. I just want people to know that we don't support it anymore, and I want people to know. And I hope if you guys continue to use AI, I hope it comes back to haunt you. You get backlash. I really hope you guys get backlash. It would be really fucking funny and the icing on the cake, pretty much. If you want to sit there and make a fucking video like we are, just explaining everything calmly and everything, but you guys want, because we've been through this before. We're waiting for a video to pop up. We know what's gonna happen. I won't be surprised if a video pops up. DCW. Or you guys are gonna do one last shitty event and it's gonna suck and we're gonna laugh at it because it's gonna suck. That's when AI Eclipse and AI Chaos will face each other. But look, like I said, we're gonna go do our own thing over at Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling. You guys can go do your own thing at Dumb Clown Wrestling. Because, hey, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Lyssie, take us out of here. There's no Wrestler of the Week.
Yeah.
But, like I said, don't expect an episode next week of Talkin Wrasslin. Maybe don't expect an episode for maybe like a couple more weeks. I just got a new job. I need to get into the groove of shit. Holidays are also coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be back. I promise you, we will be back doing Talking Wrestling eventually. Sometimes you just need a break, especially when you do like a weekly podcast.
Yeah.
It's fine to take a break and everything. Again, we are sorry about just ghosting and all of that, but we decided maybe right now was the best time to at least have an updated episode of like what's been going on and all of this fun jazz and all this hoopla and everything. But for now, you can find us right here, Talkin Wrasslin YouTube. You can find us also Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling YouTube, but link in the description. My Instagram, Dill_line_weaves_line DYL_line WEAVES_line. Same thing on Twitter. Something like that. Lyssie.
Well, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at my same handle, which is Lungtar, LUNG_TAR. And you could also find me on TikTok at Lungbucks, LUNG_BUCKS. I do have a Blue Sky. I don't really post on it much. It's Lungtar, LUNG-TAR or _TAR or something like that. I really don't post often on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for listening. Like Dylan said, we will be back at some point. But we've got a lot going on right now in our life. So once we get that all sorted, we will be back, maybe reviewing NXT season 3. Who knows? Maybe we'll do, what was it, season 5 that Bryce wanted us to do, and we'll have Bryce on here.
Things. I'm sure we'll be talking about Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling a lot more.
Yeah.
That's a teaser.
Make sure to go like, share, subscribe to this video, and like, share, subscribe over at Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, because you will definitely be seeing, at the very least, more of Dylan on there. I'm sure I'll make my appearances every now and again. It's just kind of correlating work and stuff whenever I'm there. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you at some point in the next one. Goodbye.